Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of Successfully Educated. I'm Mr. Harris, and today I'm going to be finalizing my idea for what I'm going to do for my Genius Hour project. So stay tuned because it's going to be a fun time. Okay, so naturally I got to start here with this wonderful doc that says finalizing your topic. Let's see. Okay, so this is the hard part. Take all that you have brainstormed and narrow down your list to your top 3 options of things that you could potentially use for your project. Okay, so my first step, I'm going to go take a look at I've got my 2 here. I've got my Genius R idea generator. Okay, so let me go back down there because I can't actually remember what I wrote. Okay, so I feel pretty good about my ideas overall. One of my biggest questions were about my own life. Okay, so that could be potential. I might take a look at something in my own life. Okay. Will I have a PhD in 10 years? Will I be a teacher in 10 years? Pandemic. This is kind of pulling my interest a little bit. What impact will the pandemic have on education as a whole? Meh. Okay, that's interesting. Okay. Let's see what else. Okay, so I feel like those ideas made me stop and think, and looking to the future was fascinating. I think it was more imaginative. Okay, so that was more imaginative. Okay, so I'm feeling that as well. Like this section is really more imaginative, so I'm not necessarily sure. Ideas that stick out to me from the Wondering for Genius Hour. These are biggest themes. Disney or teach. Yes, this is it. Yes, I'm pretty confident right now that this is the direction I want to go in. Somewhere in here. What if I combine both of those? Like, how can Disney influence literature, STEM, history, etc.? Ooh, I like this question that I came up with. Does Disney have a positive impact on the way we learn and process our emotions? Actually, I really like this one because I think, let me check here. Okay, so telling stories, navigating Disney parks, teaching, staying up to date with current Disney movies, reading books, self-reflection, listening. Team up. Listening to learning perspectives. Okay. I'm starting to see the connection here. Wait. Effect on Disney movies. On one's personal growth and development. Okay, wait. That sounds a lot like how we learn and process our emotions. So personal development. I really like that. Well, okay. So I think I can actually narrow down these things. Disney, mental health, and teaching. So there's some sort of like, I think the big one is like Disney and mental health. I think that's where I really want to go with this project. I'm thinking because those 2 themes come up a lot between the things that I love to learn. That ties into the psychology aspect of things that I like to learn about. That ties into the Marvel piece, the Disney store, parks, and all that good stuff. Okay, so I think my project is ultimately going to be about Disney and mental health. I think that's the direction I'm going to go in. And because I am me, I want my font to be green. Ooh, not that kind of green, though. Let's go with that's too bright. Ow, my eyes. Oh, not the eyes. Okay, so that green is too dark. I can't get the green that I want on this white page. So I think I'm going to go with blue now. Yeah, blue seems better. Okay, so as you create this project, what will you make? Oh, hey, look, there's this clickable. Interesting. What is this? Oh, I guess I need access. I have requested access. All right, let's see what happens now that I have requested access. Okay, so now I have given myself access, so now I can open up this doc. Let's see what's going on here. Okay, so don't let the idea of making something overwhelm you. Here are some ideas. Make your own cartoon, build a website, create a children's picture book, invent a product or service, create a blog, create a vlog, sew something or crochet something, build a scrapbook, a panel of experts interview, host a game show, create a museum exhibit, create a series of texts or tweets, write an advice column, create a list article, create a reality TV show episode, create a documentary, create an instructional book, develop and fine-tune your photography skills, create a fitness plan or an exercise regimen. Ooh, interesting. Design a 3D model, get creative or artistic, and make something using some pencils or paint or whatever art supplies you have. Write a story, write a song or poem, write a play, make a TV or radio commercial, write an article, create a collage, create a poster, design a shirt, make a shoebox diorama. Interesting. All right. What do I want to make? I feel like this is naturally going to be very informational, so I think I'm going to lean towards the vlog or a TV or radio commercial. I feel like those two pieces are really going to work the best. So I think I think that what would work for me is going to be creating a vlog. So I'm going to go with that. And then what materials am I going to need? I'm going to use my phone to record it. I'm going to need editing software. I'm going to need phone, editing software, access to YouTube. Gonna need a computer to edit. So I think those are the materials that I'm really gonna need. Okay, so who can help me complete this project? This is an individual project, but who can assist you as you're working on this? Who can give you advice, feedback, or help you find direction? Ooh, I have friends that work at Disney. I have friends that have a vlog. Let's see, who else? Who else can help me? I have friends that have a vlog, friends that work at Disney. I also, what other things do I have access to? Oh, I have friends in the mental health profession. Okay, so you might want to start. So Genius Hour question. So you might want to start with one of these question starters. How can I, why did I, how did, what would happen, if, what causes. Okay, so for finalizing my topic, let's come up with a Genius Hour question. Okay, so what are the effects of Disney on one's personal growth and development? Specifically in processing mental health. I don't like that part, specifically in processing mental health. I think I'm going to stick it with here. What are the effects of Disney on one's personal growth and development? I feel like that's a nice open-ended question that I can just have there. So then what other questions do we need to ask? Okay, so what are some of the biggest mental health concerns in our world today? How does Disney address these concerns? What messages is Disney conveying through their films about mental health? What impact does this have on teenagers, children? Are Disney movies a healthy way of discussing and exploring these concerns? How do adults process these films? So I feel like the first question really helps me to explore, like, what are some of the biggest mental health concerns in our world today? That helps me identify kind of like the mental health issues that we kind of have going on. And then I want to know, how does Disney address some of these concerns? What messages is Disney conveying through their films about mental health? What impact does this have on teenagers? Are Disney movies a healthy way of discussing and exploring these concerns? And then how do adults process these films? And then I want to know, overall, are the messages effective in raising awareness or bringing to light discussions about these issues. So I feel like these are solid questions that I'll be answering throughout my research process. So this is kind of interesting. I thought this was going to be a lot harder than it was. I think the hardest part was kind of really just deciding to create a vlog about this. Other than that, I feel like overall I was able to really create like a nice breadth of questions. I don't think that's the right term. Nobody says breadth of questions. Look, I don't even know, but I feel like I was able to create like a nice, solid format for questioning to where I have like a nice little like intro that'll help me explore Disney in terms of mental health. I think I kind of want to reframe this question now. On one's understanding, processing, and exploration of current mental health concerns. Okay, so I feel like now I have a solid question. So what are the effects of Disney on one's understanding, processing, and exploration of current mental health concerns? I feel like that really supports these. That's a really nice umbrella question that supports these awesome sub questions. So I feel like overall, I really enjoyed this. I had fun with it. I enjoyed being able to explore this just a little bit and dive into it. And I feel like I have a solid framework for starting the research process. And I'm excited because next up, I'm going to be submitting my pitch and we'll see how that goes. So I'm very excited to kind of like explore some of this a little more with setting up a pitch and setting up my foundation for moving forward into the research process. I'm really excited for the research process now that I came up with some of those questions, and I can't wait to dive into that. But I'm really excited to start to develop my pitch and jump into that. So this was really fun. I really found it interesting how I actually reframed my overall research question that I wanted to explore quite a few times before I actually had a solid working of it. But anyway, thank you so much for watching the video. If you have any questions about any of this, you can feel free to check out my social medias, reach out to me on there, and I'd be willing to answer any questions that I have about this process. But thank you for staying tuned, and we'll see you on the next one. And remember to stay successfully educated.